Hello. How are we today? Yes, this is all working. I probably should have made it a bit earlier in the day. I didn't realize it was going to be stormy. It's possibly a mistake. Do I make it earlier in the day? I'm going to make it earlier in the day just so that I've got some light to work with. I was going to go with real time. Let's make it 4:33. There. Where's the storm gone? It's still there. It's okay. So today we're flying the Vision Jet, which I can't remember where the battery is, which is always good. I flew this the other day and I could remember where there it is. Let's get the batteries and generators on. Nav lights on. We're gonna need ice protection today. And let's put our flight plan in. Because our flight plan today is gonna have to be done manually. Luxembourg. We can clear all of this. And we're going from Luxembourg to Delta India Kilo Oscar Lima, and then L F Paris Orly. Yeah, fix chat on screen. That was pretty easy to fix. I am almost definitely gonna need to check where the wind is coming. Well, I am definitely gonna check
Echo
this.
Lima X-ray airport information. Echo 1650 Zulu weather wind 288 at 16 caution wind shear alert 4 miles southeast of Echo Lima X-ray visibility 10,000 sky condition 3,500 scattered heavy rain thunderstorms in the vicinity temperature 5 dew point -3 QNH 1023 advise on initial contact. You have information. Echo Lima X-ray airport information. Echo 1650 Zulu weather wind 288 at 16 caution wind shear alert 4 miles southeast of Echo Lima X-ray visibility 10,000 sky condition 3,500 scattered heavy rain thunderstorms in the
I forgot to check the wind direction.
Echo Lima X-ray airport information. Foxtrot 1650 Zulu weather wind 288 at 16 caution wind shear alert 4 miles southeast of Echo Lima X-ray visibility 10,000 sky condition 3,500 scattered heavy rain thunderstorms in the vicinity temperature 5 dew point -3
And that's gonna be our flight plan procedures. Can I select a departure? Yes. It'll be Dick for X-ray. Oh no, it won't. Is there one for Dicall? No. Let's go for the Dick. The Rappo 6 Tango sounds good. Rappo, yes, there we go. Much better. And load that. The guys have arrived from the group chat wondering how on earth I've managed to get Yeah, okay. So how have I managed to get this weird and wonderful dashboard, guys, is I've hit the stream now button on, you know, YouTube, where you can, like... What are you guys trying to tell me? Look at my chart. What? How do we get that out? Oh my god, that is amazing. So, okay, you know at the top of YouTube where you can like upload videos and stuff? Where you have to click to upload a video? If you hit the go live button, you get this really cool new dashboard. It's the old events page. They've just changed the dashboard entirely, which is really nice. Can you guys not hear me? See you, Landy. I was setting up a flight plan. Do I use joysticks? Yes. This is literally nothing. This is just a VR magnet, and I'm not using VR. So I think now is a good time to get the engines going, which I can't remember how to turn them on. We'll figure this out real quick. Fuel controls, auto. Oh, run. N2's coming up. What's coming up? Engine temperature N1. Good, good, good. Hey, Joe. Have I accidentally put like a huge delay on the stream? Oh no, I've got it in normal latency. No! Dang it, I meant to change that to ultra low. That would explain why I'm confused. Let's get the... Oh, there's no beacon lights. Interesting. Or beacon light option. Oh well, let's get the parking brake off. And for some reason my joystick isn't working. Why are you not working? Now it's working. Yeah, trust me to muck up the latency. That's gonna be really annoying because I'm so used to ultra low. On the bright side, we get interesting weather for takeoff. "28 seconds latency, yeah. I'm tempted to see if I can turn down the latency. I enjoy the way the taxiways are marked there. Just 2-4 this way. Thank you. Let's go. I gotta get to the runway first. So, I forgot to set the altitude here. And our altitude today is going to be 15,000. Flight level 150. Our first destination is Paris Orly, which is where I wanted to go on Friday, but didn't quite make it there. If I had rudder pedal, this would be a lot easier. There we go. We are going to go full length on the runway here, because I'm not entirely sure how much room I need to take off. Hopefully no on-tarmac crash today. Hopefully not. It's a fast taxi? I mean, I guess it's a bit fast. I wouldn't call it excessive. Yeah, we're only on 5 likes. Come on, guys. We got 18 watching, only 5 likes. Because, oh yes, I can see this now. Hahaha. That's why Landy was so eager to figure out how the hell I did this. The one complaint we had about the old dashboard was no way to see likes. New dashboard, we can see likes! YouTube listens occasionally for once. This game is complicated as it looks. It depends how complicated it looks, because it is very complicated. It is a full-on flight simulator. How's it going? It's going good. Like, I'm slightly worried about the whole lightning storm that's currently going on, but we should be fine. We shouldn't lose avionics. In theory, we shouldn't lose avionics. You can tell which taxiway's for the 747 anyway. Good lord. That's us lined up. Let's go. Gear up. Gear up. That was the thrust reversal button I accidentally hit. And flaps up. Good thing about flying in a jet, and I need to be careful of wind shear, because there was a wind shear alert. Good thing about flying in a jet, we're already going extremely fast. I can actually climb a lot faster than this. Good grief. But let's get the autopilot on if I can figure out where the autopilot controls are. I might not be able to find out where the FMS auto throttle and ice detection. That's fine. We got anti-ice on. We got full anti-ice on, so that's fine. Whoa. Where is the autopilot controls? Autopilot. nav and VNav. Flight level change. I want to be doing a flight level change at more than 98 knots, please. So let's get up to 150. In fact, let's get up to... yeah, 150 will be good for now. You can see that there is quite a lot of turbulence in these clouds. It is a very tilty plane because it's extremely turbulent. I forgot to turn on the strobes. And I also forgot to push bar to standard. Through 10,000, landing lights can go off now. And we can start slowing our climb and just bring our airspeed up to, let's say 200. You press ejector seat instead of engine start. That's possible. You're in PPL next month. Awesome, Archie. I was a bit preoccupied with not dying in the storm there, so sorry I've not been reading chat. Ready for the storm tonight? I wasn't aware there was going to be another storm tonight. The waiting in the chat is insane. I apologize, I did a stupid... That is ice. Why is the anti-ice not working? Because it should be working off bleed air, which is on. Oh, we're slightly overspeeding. Let's get this to 190. Simulator gaming, hello. We got an ice detect. Which isn't good. Excuse me, you should not be iced up, bit that's inside the cockpit. Economy cruise. Here we go. We got 5 in my area. Yes. Only as high as, well, is it 50 down, 20 up? Am I good? I am doing good. Frozen happening at Flight Sim, yeah. Always a risky run when it is stormy and rather cold around Northern Europe area. So how are we doing for... Like, we're almost halfway there. I'm going to... Yeah, increase my altitude here to 28,000 and hope that the plane doesn't go mental. Because we are dealing with ice again. And we're inverted. Okay, autopilot can come off. Come on. Come on. Level. Okay. Nav. Flight will change. Come on. Should be like this. What's it doing? It's icing. As for what I'm flying, this is the Vision Jet. Same thing Cirrus Max flies, Traff. So I can't see a damn thing because of ice. The anti-ice doesn't seem to be working all that well. Warning, because of the ice attack, that'll just have to stay there. Hey, cork wiring. I'm just gonna keep looking at the attitude indicator here. I'm half wondering if I just increase the rate of climb, if this won't help. It looks like we're breaking through a cloud layer. We might be coming out of the worst of it now. What's the outside air temperature? Doesn't say. I'm not seeing it anywhere anyway. Yes, we've lost the ice. Good. Actually, lower altitude wants to help. Will help. which is why I've got a 5,000 foot per minute climb going on currently. I want to try and get above the clouds if I can. And there is the temptation to throw out some flaps to try and help with lift. Just gonna, with active sky, pop in a flight plan here. Reducing altitude, 20,000. That's 200,000. Auto route for an NDB. And the only reason I did that was so that I can kind of get an idea of where the hell is I meant to go. Also, so that I can do this. Or not. Why is that not working? Oh.
Lima, Foxtrot, Papa, Oscar, airport information, India, 1730, Zulu, weather, wind, 309er, at 7, visibility, 10,000, sky clear, temperature, 8, dew point, -1, QNH, 1029er, advise on initial contact, you have information, India, Lima, Foxtrot, Papa, Oscar, airport information, India, 1730, Zulu, weather, wind, 309er, at 7, visibility, 10,000, sky clear, temperature, 8, dew point, -1, QNH, 1029er, advise on initial contact, you have information,
it's not gonna let me
India,
set 1029.
Lima, Foxtrot, Papa, Oscar, airport information,
Okay.
India, 1730.
So we seem to be above the worst of the weather, so I can increase airspeed to 150. If I can increase it to 180. Hey, Kyle. Are we icing? Because the de-icing doesn't seem to work on this plane, which is wonderful. This is what I get for using a plane as selected by Hayden. It's interesting weather, at least. Very interesting weather. Procedure. Gonna just go direct approach. Via the born out to 6. That'll actually be perfect. Minimums will be Barrow. No, not LF Poo. Orly. Approach to 6. Arnav. This plane is Arnav capable, which is what I want. Minimums. We're at A. 607. So we'll set 610 in here. That'll be good. And we're just gonna straight up activate it right about now. And now set VNAV. X-Plane does simulate ice, but something I found is that for some reason if you ascend a bit farther the icing cancels out for some reason. I've just realized, by the way, that my transponder hasn't been on this entire time. If icing doesn't work, yeah, if icing doesn't work, you'd be on a taxiway. But it's being, this plane's weird, and I shouldn't be using this for the first time on stream. But I'll swap to the older, or to the one that I know actually works. This is the G2 mod, so I'm gonna swap to the G1 Cirrus jet. Hey, Welsh. We've also got 84 knot crosswinds going on currently. $85 knot crosswinds and a 4 knot tailwind. Oh, Active Sky, you and your weird weather. I love Active Sky winds, because, like, that is not... Just realised that I've decided the altitude I need is 28,000. No, let's go down to 20,000. Let's go down to flight level 200, please. Do a flight level change at 189. This is a weird plane and X-plane, to be fair. I'm fairly sure even this G2, which apparently has a better flight model, is a bit weird. So, why are you not doing a flight level change? Excuse me, do a flight level change. Okay, fine. You do that. Just hold altitude there. Economy cruise, please. Let's see, GPS. Oh, VNAV needs to be on. We'll set this to 1000, which is the other way. There we go. Now set to become a Dreamliner. Very nice. Sorry for the added latency today. I accidentally set it to normal latencies instead of ultra low. Hey, Hodge. I'm using a new way of streaming on YouTube, and it's not being particularly nice to me. Also, why is that a thing? Go direct Odillo. Oh, it is going direct Odillo. Okay. Run overclock on my GPU. I run turbo mode in my motherboard, and that's about it. It's about as close as I get to overclocking my GPU, or overclock my GPU. I don't trust it, and I'm getting a new one soon anyway, so. I'm looking at getting a 2070, but unfortunately YouTube is basically how I'm making all of my income at the moment, so saving for that is slow going. Now train for 7-8, should be captain within a few months. Yeah, the 737 Maxes are very concerning. I can't help but feel like it'd be better for Boeing if they just grounded the fleet. It'd definitely look good for public confidence if they grounded the fleet, but I don't expect that Boeing would be willing to. After two very similar accidents, on the face of it, two very similar accidents, in fairly quick succession. But I don't see Boeing wanting to ground the fleet. They'll hold out, and if there's another accident that's eerily similar, they'll be left with no choice. The FAA will ground the fleet. Because it does strike me as what was it, a DC-10? The DC-10 had the issue where the cargo doors fell off because the pins were like the wrong way around or something. How far are we from top of descent? 20 minutes. They're grounded in China and Indonesia. And somewhere else that I can't remember off the top of my head. Ethiopian have grounded their fleet. A few other airlines have grounded their fleets. But I really think that just for public confidence, the best thing that... Hang on, why have you turned off VNAV? Get VNAV back on, you can. What accidents? You got the Lion Air crash back in October and the Ethiopian crash yesterday. Both have, from the information available currently from the Ethiopian crash, very similar kind of indications going on from the from the traces. They seem to have issues with maintaining altitude and pitch. I think it's that weird new shadow autopilot that Boeing has installed on planes that's causing it. I'd be willing to guess that has some sort of software glitch that Boeing needs to address. By the way, we're now in 101 knot crosswinds. Just want to point that out. 101 knots. Yeah, the governments have grounded their aircrafts, but in China and or all the aircraft in China and Indonesia. But I can't help but feel like that might be a good idea globally, just basically for public confidence. Oh yeah, it was the mechanism was designed in such a way the pin would go in, but it wasn't locked. And then you got, we'll say, the was that the Meteor? Was the name of the plane? Where they discovered that square windows was a really bad idea on a jet for metal fatigue reasons, where the planes just kept breaking up in midair and nobody had a clue until they realized there was metal fatigue from repeated pressurization cycles. I want to say it was the Comet. I know it was something to do with space. Why is it still saying... I've got the ice protection on! The Meteor's the bomber, yeah. See, I always get here's the thing, I get confused between the old British planes, because they just had such... I don't want to say ingenious, but beautiful designs. I don't want to call them ingenious designs, but they were definitely beautiful. And the Comet just... There's something about engines being an integral part of the wing. It's horrifically dangerous, but it is beautiful. Like the engines being completely enveloped by the wing structure just really set things off at the Comet for me. That was dropped fairly quickly as well, if memory serves, because they realized that they couldn't swap out engines on the Comet without replacing the wings. Oh, we're down to 92 knot crosswinds and an 8 knot tailwind. Slightly concerned about the top of descent here. 11,000 at Dillo. We should be good. Meteor looks a bit like the ME-262. Yeah, the early jets kind of had interesting designs where engines were integral to structural bits. Oh yeah, it's the autopilot and the... I can't remember the acronym for it, but the new Shadow autopilot kind of system they've got running that is kind of fly-by-wire, but not. ME-262 is German. Never heard of a French Messerschmitt. Ah, we're getting a nice view over the French countryside now, and just look at those fields. Farmers over there not so happy. Farmers over here very happy. Or maybe not, because that storm's... Considering when tailwinds, that storm's probably heading this way. What is transition altitude for Orly? Transition altitude 5,000, runway elevation 10 hectopascals. I mean, I know it's actually the transition level we should be looking at, but transition altitude is what I'll be using as the transition level. Not going to be circling to land. Runway apparent altitude is 287 feet. And we need to be at 3,000 by KO 427. This leg is to Paris Orly, and then we're off to the little GA airport that serves Andorra. What's it called? Andorra Le Sud d'Urgell Airport, which is probably horrifically pronounced. But it's Lima Echo Sierra Uniform is our Andorran destination. After that, maybe we'll get over to Madrid as well today. Which is part of the reason that I'm using the Cirrus jet. Also, I just noticed that the Odilo point here, you can kind of see where the images used for the routing don't quite match up. So I'm just gonna take the flight plan away so that it looks more legit. I don't want 800 nautical mile range. There we go. So we took off here, we're now here, and we're heading here. Although, we're going to be going via here. Have I played Forza? Yes. Not been too interested in Forza all that lately, though. All that much lately. Yeah, FMS is wanting me to like be there, so I guess that's a good speed to go at. 217 indicated, which is a ground speed of 291 knots. Wow, we could probably have gone this fast with a good tailwind in a Beechcraft in the Barren. When do I play again? I don't know. When I want to play Forza, I guess. Mach 0.5. Well, there's the outside air temperature. Minus 32 degrees Celsius, which is quite nippy. I want to look that up in freedom units. No, don't bring up pop-ups like... Oh. Why is my phone disconnected from the Wi-Fi? Phone, reconnect to the Wi-Fi, please. Yes, thank you for reconnecting to the Wi-Fi. So it's negative. Yeah, negative 32 Celsius. It's negative 25.6 Fahrenheit. Or freedom units, whatever. Landy was saying the Netflix documentary is actually really good. The cheesy sounds are just part of Netflix documentaries, I swear. Or documentaries on Formula One. It just seems to be this thing that... Oh, we're doing a Formula 1 documentary? Let's put fake sounds in! I'm liking this, Yeah, I'm really liking this new dashboard that YouTube are kind of rolling out slowly. It is... in my eyes, superior to the old one. Well, it is superior to the old one because it shows likes and analytics, which are useful. We're on a nice cruise. When is our top of descent? We should surely be coming up close to the top of descent. Just under 6 minutes. We should actually be flying over Paris. Actually, right now we should be flying over Paris. Unless that's just a... No, I would say we should be flying over Paris at the moment. I'm not seeing anything that looks like Paris. Paris is quite a large city, and Charles de Gaulle I am at 20,000 feet still, so... Still no Merc and Ferrari. Merc and Ferrari probably didn't allow them in, to be quite honest. Even 1174? Expect some teething issues, by the way, guys, with this, for those of you that watch regularly, not just for the flight sims. No offense, Kyle. Expect some teething issues for the next few days, because I'm getting used to the new dashboard, which requires the stream to be set up slightly differently. So it'll be a couple of few days before I can really be confident in the stream working properly. So hopefully we'll get our... Yeah, we're 4 minutes away. We should be getting a V-path soon. We're not getting a V-path. I'm gonna go down... vertical speed... of... let's go for 1,000 foot per minute descent. And hopefully the autopilot will... Okay, let's hold 187 knots. Let's actually hold... It says 187. I guess that's fine. Main fixed reduced latency, yeah. So there is Charles de Gaulle, just off the right wing. It's looking like we're actually on our vertical speed required here, which is definitely good. Guys, this I'm flying a jet. Yep, this is the Cirrus Vision jet. Let's go outside and show it off a bit. So it looks ridiculously wonky. And it has a single jet engine on the top. But it flies relatively well. Also, the only skins I have for it currently are N number... N numbers. It looks quite cool with a cloud going through it like that. So it's got a very pointy nose, and that looks vaguely like me. That's... He's wearing a Homer Simpson t-shirt. That is amazing. I approve of this. And I think I've got a very similar leather jacket to that. So let's see what I can spot out the wind. Well, out of this view here. So Charles de Gaulle should be just below us here somewhere. Unless it's like back there somewhere already. There's Paris itself. And we are just kind of cruising along into get to Paris. $187 knots. Looks like a dolphin. It does. Totally doesn't look like a dolphin with a jet on its back. Well, if you ignore the jet on its back, it does, I guess, resemble... Okay, it really does resemble a dolphin, doesn't it? If you remove the jet on the back, if I can do this somehow... See, that looks like a dolphin. I quite enjoy the V-tail that clearly didn't work properly. So they had to make it an X-tail with giant sides and tiny sides. Let's see what I can make out of... Let's see, where is the pitot? Oh well, the pitos are out... I guess that makes sense for the pitot tubes to be out that far, but it seems a bit extreme. I've just realized, by the way, this is a low-wing aircraft, so this could get interesting. We're now actually... I'm fine with going down a bit faster than I should be. We're descending a small bit faster than I should be. We're only 2-3 feet per minute out. Hayden, hello. You've just woken up. You've missed the takeoff and the icing, and me saying that the G2 doesn't work because the icing doesn't. Oh hey, we've lost the icing at long last. The G2, the icing doesn't work. The ice does not work on the G2 at all. Yes, this is the G2, and it's non-functional. Or largely non-functional. So I gotta swap to G1, which, according to Hayden, doesn't have as good of a flight model, but it'll do because the de-icing actually works. Also, yeah, there was a bit of inversion going on due to the icing. That was 100% ice caused that, Yanis. It stalled the wings slightly. You also missed the 100-knot crosswinds as we were coming along. The ice takes time. It was on from the moment I took off and it did not work. You also missed a quite spectacular storm in Luxembourg. There was very interesting weather. The first time we've had actually, like, genuinely interesting weather that wasn't just clear skies on this trip, and it nearly killed us. So we're 37.5 miles from Odilo still. And I should be able to see the airport out the right of the plane. No? Okay. We're going via an... Ooh, that's an interesting problem that happened there for 10 minutes. We're going via RNAV 26. And why is... Did I forget to fuel the plane? I did forget to fuel the plane. That's fine, because I'm swapping to G1, I'll fuel that one up. Your computer crashed sometime last night. That's not good. If you want to meet me at Orly, I'm accidentally running about a 30-second delay. If you want to meet me at Orly, that'll be pretty sweet. It's probably overheating. Or explain just having some sort of weird little memory leak or something. You made it. You would have made it on time. Oh, that sucks. But you might not. You might have made it early because I did start a bit late. Like, I've only been live for just over an hour. I actually started half an hour later than I had originally planned. Yeah, I go on VATSIM, only Madrid Radar is currently online. I don't want to deal with controllers today. But we will, as always with the flight sim streams, just overstream Landy. Landy's going to be starting up at 30 minutes from now. I'm going to be overstreaming him. No, I don't want to download the CDB library again. Anything new on the org? Not really. I'm gonna go through the org one of these days and ooh, there's a 510. That looks terrible. Library, which I already have installed on the default. I'm being super cheap and just using org mods because I am saving for a 2070. You're 20 minutes late from LA because ground stop. Why was there a ground stop at LA? Why was there a ground stop? Freeware scenery. To be fair, Hayden, why is the Imperial March part of this song? What the hell? Oh, it's called If I Were a Jedi, that would make sense. To be fair, all you gotta do to convince somebody to move from FSX to X-Plane 11 is show them how pretty the default scenery looks. Like, default X-Plane 11 just blows pretty much everything in FSX apart from maybe Orbex out of the water. Tower controller went AFK. You are having no luck with controllers lately, Hayden. Between the controller, was it yesterday, changing your SID without telling you? Or controller at LAX, I'm presuming it was LAX, deciding to just go AFK for 20 minutes, causing a ground stop. You're just having no luck whatsoever. Well, we're at 11... Why are we... Oh yeah, we're at 11,000. Our next... No. Our next point here is Vassal 11,000. Can I remove the vectors, please? Just go direct. And it's 3,000. Yep. It's, oh no, we all went to get food at the same time. I mean, that was a good idea. I wouldn't like to have joined, like, logged in as Tower was AFK and... Because you know somebody did this. Somebody logged in while Tower was AFK and just started making calls and was like, why is there nobody replying? I would hope that somebody else would have technically broken VATSIM rules and just let that person know that Tower was AFK. What's the conditions like outside? Oh, good lord, the storm's starting to hit. Let's just change this to real world date and time so you can see what it's like in real life at the moment. And we can get some pretty visuals. This is how I usually fly X-Plane, because I usually fly it at night, and it looks... This is when it really kind of stands out to me as being particularly pretty. Let's turn down the equipment and turn down the brightness in the cabin. This is to me when X-Plane is at its greatest, when it's at night and you can see all the lights. You didn't, that actually happened. Brilliant! I'm in no way surprised by that. That looks like there's an airport there. However, there is not. I haven't tested, by the way, in the Andorra scenery you sent me last night, so I don't know if it's going to actually work. Why? No, economy cruise. Why did it decide my airspeed needed to be 97? Why did you decide this was supposed to be a thing? What the crap? Economy cruise is not just firewall the throttles. Let's turn off auto throttle entirely and just manually set throttle here. Because I want to be going like 150 or less. There's not many airlines have actually grounded the MAX 8s yet, but I can see more joining in the little party quite soon. LRC and the system. What the hell is LRC? You say these things to me, Aiden, as if I know what they are. Also, VNAV is not not descending me for some reason. Oh, because I'm supposed to hold 11,000 there. That's correct. It's 11,000 to the next point. Excuse me, VNAV, I didn't tell you to go anywhere. There we go, hold 140-ish. That's quite a lovely visual of Paris at night. So the airport's going to be just off over there somewhere. I'm not going to pull flap just yet. Oh, hang on. Flaps 10 and 35. I mean, I could pull flaps 10 now. Pilot offloaded the plane, the procedure to stall, and plane tail first into the ground at high speed because it was in free fall. What on earth are you talking about, Hayden? What the heck? That sounds like something from an Air Force Proud video. What the hell? Please tell me no. Please tell me that's not something from real life. Please tell me that's not something that happened in real life. Just about. Oh God. I think everybody's seen the Barbie Girl video by now. Like that's just a thing now, that everybody's seen Barbie Girl. I guess once we pass Vaso here, we can actually put in Barrow. The Ethiopian. Are you serious? Is that what actually happened on Ethiopian? Was the pilot was an idiot? Hey, Oxy. How do you get it that wrong? I'm sure you have. Giants have as well. Giants have watched the Barbie Girl video quite a lot. Not entirely sure which way we're going here. It looks kind of like we're going to be actually going Vaso PL615? Yeah, then 42. Oh god, we're doing a full loop again. Oh yes, you have to see the Barbie Girl video now. It's like tradition that everybody needs to see it. I'm looking forward to being in the Southern Hemisphere where I can fly at ridiculous hours of the day in Sim and have it all set on real time. So we've now got an 11... we've gone from 100 knot crosswind to 38 knot crosswind in the other direction. And also an 11 knot headwind. $800 in the 7378. The thing is Boeing designed the Max so that the pilots didn't technically need any new training, but clearly they do. Hey, Joanne Valkjohan. Long time no see. Like, I'd still argue there are issues with the Max. Maybe not directly caused by Boeing, but definite issues. 8,000 hours. That's impressive. just scoot a bit more speed into this because I have seen spot we are losing a bit of airspeed velocity. We are an unladen swallow, of course. The problem is, Kyle, is a lot of airlines don't actually have simulators for the MAX 8. The MAX 8... American has... I don't know how many, but they've got several MAX 8s. They have no simulator for the MAX 8. I was watching an interview of the pilot today, and they've no simulators, and I don't remember exactly, but they might not even have one ordered. Which is problematic to say the least. It should really be a legal requirement that an airline that large has simulators for all craft types. That's exactly what they do, Carl. They just give them ground school. Like, that's probably one of the biggest failure points. Madrid isn't controlling Andorra. I could do Vatsin. You're correct, but Andorra would fall under Barcelona Centre. Thing is, if a controller comes online, I'm suddenly then completely lost because I haven't done VATSIM and I don't know the terminology all that well just yet. This is my conundrum. There's the airport there, by the way. In fact, I believe we're landing on that runway there, that you can just see the yeah, I believe we're landing this runway. Possibly actually this one. For close together you could just say I fire flight or two. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't really have a flight plan. I'd prefer to just do my own stuff and potentially lose control if things go awry.
Lima.
No.
Lima, Foxtrot Papa, Oscar, airport information, November 1800, Zulu, weather, wind 29er at 5, visibility 10,000, sky clear, temperature 7, dew point -1, QNH 1029er, advise on initial contact, you have information, November.
Okay, 1029, and we don't need to alter our landing plan. According to the flight plan, top of descent is in 3 minutes, just under 4. X-plane is very pretty at night. Like, it's hard to knock how pretty X-plane looks at night. I know that it looks nicer during the day, but I think I actually get more frame rates at night. No, no, no. Yes, you. Yeah, we're 30 FPS. So we are in fact landing on this runway here, the one that is level with this taxiway. This runway up here. This is where we'll be landing. I'm gonna aim to actually get into the touchdown zone. Also, Hayden, probably after the stream, I might do a couple more, a couple of flights actually on VATSIM to acclimatise to controllers and whatnot. In a bit of a bigger plane, most likely. But I'll let you know. Also, Hayden, just FYI, John's controlling Dublin currently. If you want to try some 747 procedures up in Dublin, now is a good time. Or potentially an Antonov, you know, whichever. I think the Antonov would be funnier, personally. Make it daylight so you guys can see something. I like it at night, but let's just make it 607 local. Comically, we can barely see the airport now, but you can see all the houses and stuff. Privyet. Privyet, Don. Which I think is what you said. Hello, how are you doing today, dude? Yeah, English only, please. Alright, we're gonna get our... Oh yeah, we're at VNAV for 11,000, which we're already at, which is fine. And then we got 16 miles to go down 8,000 feet, which is fine. Especially at 143 indicated that is fine. Probably gonna get a bit of a continuous descent from here, I think. It'll call us low, but we'll be fine. And I'm hoping VNAV will actually work now. So let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 4, 3. And VNAV doesn't want to work. Is it going to kick in as I intercept the... there? No. From Ukraine! Very cool. Ukraine is a planned point in this little world tour. Well, little is a bit of an understatement. This world tour thingy that I'm doing. Can I, like, get... Why is Vino just died? That's not a good sign. That's because for some reason the plane is deviated. Why did you deviate, plane? Yeah, the route's unupdated since Friday. We're below 10,000. Let's turn the landing lights on. Let's... Roof standard barrow, and it is 1029. Slightly concerned by the fact the plane doesn't seem to want to turn anymore. So I'm gonna set a heading bug of 030 might do it. Heading. Yeah, I need to reroute the flight to suit that fix. Also, I'm at full idle and the plane is still insisting on being above 150. I'm just going to take 200 feet per minute out of the descent here. Nope, need more angle. Here we go. Let's go direct to Papa Oscar 427. See if that wants to work. I feel like we shouldn't be turning here. It's because we shouldn't. I'm gonna have to vector myself in, aren't I? It's looking increasingly like I'm gonna have to vector myself. Let's go back to heading here. I mean, I could come in. Granted, we're at the wrong side of the runway currently. I could. We're going visual. Because that is the runway we want to land on, is it not? it is decidedly not. We're actually aiming for the one over there. With GPS not really functioning at the moment, and I don't know why. That's a bit of hand flying to get a visual in. Barbie Girl? I'm not singing Barbie Girl again. Okay, we'll hold her fairly steady here. Don't even want to go into a shallow descent all that much. No, not yet. Well, you're not having issues with me going completely visual already? Shush, Gearhorn. Oh, you want me to be just above 50% throttle. That's doable. Oh, that was to Martin. So you do have issues with me going visual. Is it because I'm a terrible pilot? We'll turn base and final now. So here we go. Gears down. And I haven't given myself near enough room to do this. Flaps full, because I'm gonna need it. Doing a tactical landing, it's fine. I thought I'd given myself enough room. Okay, I want proper full view forward, please. Okay. Need a lot more trim than that, please. There we go. We're near full upwards trim. Beyond minimums we can see, so that's a good thing. Actually, I want to hear the call-outs here. Now I'm way too high. In fact, am I? No, I think I'm actually perfect here. Not a bad landing. Not my greatest ever, but not my worst. Where do I want to taxi to? I haven't figured this out yet. This is something I probably should have figured out before I actually arrived at the airport. Airport. This over here by Whiskey Quebec looks like it could be a GA style ramp. Looks like the high speed at Whiskey 34. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up into the cargo area over here, Kilo. I believe 109C. Yeah, that's a cargo apron. I feel like that was a good landing, though. Like, not perfect, but good. Serviceable. Let's get the plane cleaned up a bit. There we go. In fact, the cargo ramp is apparently, like, right there. Let's park up on this apron here, the ramp Golf. Just park up over here. Perfect. Parking brake on, door open. Engine can now come off. Asking the batteries and generators and everything else. And that is a successful flight. So next is the one that I'm not looking forward to, where I'm going to swap planes to the normal Cirrus Vision SF50. We'll go with the old red paint scheme again because I quite like it. And cargo ramp, cargo ramp. Now I'll find out where GA is actually supposed to be. So 747s, 80 hours. Oh, there's Junior Aviation. It's our new flight. And I'm going planner. go. Okay then, so I'm gonna book it on Project Fly here. Real quick. Manually enter. That. Paste the route, and it is Orly, Dermo, where Girak, Narak, GAI, and then Lezu. Dispatch that. Good fly now. I can go under there. Let's get the G1 open here. Master oxygen. Turn on the ice protection as well. And this is a near identical plane. There's just a small smidgen of difference. Let's also fuel this up a bit. And by that I mean just max out the fuel. 4 hours flight time. Right, flight plan. Clear everything. Because we are going for a... Oh no, yeah. Paris Orly. And then... Dermos, so... Delta... India... Romeo... Mike... Not Derma, Dermo... Oscar... Then Guer... G... U... E... or E, then Girak, G, I, or A, K, which doesn't exist. Okay, get rid of Girak. Narak. Might exist. Narak does exist. And then... Golf... Alpha... India... in France, and then L, E. Hopefully this exists in the game. Yes, it should, because I put in scenery for it last night. U. And we're going to be going via the do that departure, I guess. Load it in. That kind of makes sense, actually. Hey, Brendan. I mean, I've got my own flight plan that I made with flightplandatabase.com. I'll just use my own. Let's get the engine going again. And at PO 300 we need to be below 10,000. You late or early? Both! Altitude... I'm going to set at 10,000 initially. Brakes can come off. And we can get on the move. Did I see what Oxy put on Facebook? No, I did not. Not today, anyway. So it's out here, right, and then just follow the taxiway. Presuming this is the taxiway I'm supposed to be following. This is not the taxiway I'm supposed to be following, apparently. Not according to the chart, at least. But according to the game it is, which is the more important one. So set flaps. We will set a bit of takeoff trim. Is permission from Bill to convert loan oak. Very nice. Personally, I think Shamrock's the one that I'm looking forward to the most of all those. Let's get some lights on. This is a fast taxi, by the way. Don't do an intersection takeoff. We'll do an intersection takeoff. So the game's not regarding that as a taxiway, so I'm probably best off just going to the end then.
Lima, Foxtrot, Papa, Oscar, airport information, Quebec, 1830, Zulu, weather, wind, 299 at 4, visibility, 10,000, sky clear, temperature, 7, dew point, -1, Q and Lima, Foxtrot, Papa, Oscar, airport information, Quebec, 1830,
I hate it when Active Sky does this.
Weather, wind, 162
I just want the QNH.
4,
Just give me the QNH.
10,000, Lima, Foxtrot, Papa, Oscar, airport information, Quebec, 18.
Right, I'll just go the easy way. Conditions. QNH 1029. How difficult is it to just give me a damn QNH? And away we go. Gear up. Flaps up. And we'll enable autopilot. Flight level change. Select nav. There we go. We're off to Andorra. Like, let's get lazy. And, just go direct dermo. Let's just pretend that ATC is giving us a massive shortcut and just go direct dermo. And up to 28,000. Transponder should be transponder altitude. PFD. So we're through 5,000. We'll transition to just get this to 150. So 35,000 feet here. We'll transition to standard barrel pressure, 1013 hectopascals or 29.92 inches of mercury. So, create. Yeah, we'll just say we're clear to flight level already. There we go. I have steak. Oh, I know these are pork chops. I have food. That is the important bit. I'm not entirely sure where to put the plate. Aha! Plate can go here. There we go. Oh, look at the moon! Look at the moon! Looking all pretty. Moon-like. So we got half an hour until we're at Dermo. I'm anticipating this being quite a reasonably lengthy flight because we're going from the middle of France to the north of Spain. If Andorra didn't exist, it'd be France direct down to Madrid. And I need to update the... Holy cow, everybody's flying at the moment. Where am I? There we are. Oh, Active Sky, or Project Fly is doing the thing again. So I'm going to real quick just update the map here. Because we have now been through Luxembourg. Which that's doing the thing as well. Stop doing the thing. Now been through Luxembourg, we are en route here. I'm gonna set Orly as... Oh no, we've been through Orly already, haven't we? We just left Orly, so that's all green. We're en route Andorra and Andorra Airport. So that's the route updated. And now X-Plane is not responding. Probably due to Project Fly being a turd. So if I kill Project Fly... Like, it's X-Plane responding again. So yeah, it was at Project Fly impacting X-Plane, which is annoying. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Yes, resume the flight in progress, please. Is Project Fly going to do the thing again where it's bricked again, I think. I can stay there. So, 25 minutes from Dermo. And the airport we're heading to in Andorra, LASU, which is actually in Spain. Is probably about 2 hours away. Check PMs. Yes. Hayden. Please do that. See, now we got a nice tailwind going. So we're not actually going to be in the air as long as X-Plane thinks we are. Actually, I'll turn on all the ice protections. Yeah, X-Plane or Project Fly reckons we are. Yeah, already the flight's time is going down significantly. We're about an hour away. Hey, Robert. About an hour out from Andorra, as I'll call it. It is officially the airport for Andorra, so I see no issue in calling it Andorra. Whoa, why is mouse yoke enabled? Because it wasn't detecting my joystick again. That's an interesting issue that keeps happening. We're already below max landing weight, which is good. Outside air temperature is minus 25 Celsius, which is fine. We've got all the anti-icing on. We should be good to Andorra now. Flaps are up. Doors closed. ND is custom, whatever that means. And I will... That's zooming in. Just zoom out on that, so you guys get a nice kind of overview of what's going on in the plane. While I have my pork chops. My delicious, delicious pork chops. What in-game time speed are the flights? Are they in real time? Yes. These flights take exactly as long as they would in real life. Well, they actually take slightly less time than they would in real life. Only because I don't need to vector for ATC. Let's get this thing up to proper jet speeds. There we go. Can I get... that sorted, please? There we go. It's gonna be like one of these cartoons where Dave looks up for his plate and spies the mountain he's about to hit. I'm at 20,000 feet. There's no mountains in Europe that are that high. In fact, we will be landing on the side of a mountain. I should mention that. We will be landing on the side of a mountain here. Andorra and the airport we're heading to are both in the Pyrenees. So this is going to be a bit of a dodgy landing. Mainly because of me. The rare Diet Coke. "10 minutes out from Dermo already. Project Fly reckons we're about an hour out from landing already. I spy a traff. I spy a traff flying from Leeds Bradford to Schiphol. Hang on, I'm gonna send him a message on Discord. He's gonna be really confused. What do I got to eat? Pork chops. I'm gonna go do the Nepal landing. Where am I planning for Nepal? Do I have something planned for Nepal? Nepal. Got Beijing planned. Bhutan, Nepal. I'm planning on landing in Kathmandu, which is what airport? No, I'm going to be landing in Tribhuvan International in Kathmandu. Lukla over by Everest is not something that I'm planning on. I'm trying to get Traff to fly to Andorra. Ideally in a 737, you'll see why once we get down there. I've seen a few pictures of the airport and I haven't seen a single jet there. So I'm trying to get Traff to effectively kill himself. Where's Traff? He's heading to Amsterdam. It looks like he's flying Zebo as well. Hayden, could you take over the trying to convince Traff to fly to Lima Echo Sierra Uniform? Because I feel like that would be the most hilarious landing he will ever do. Let's hold altitude here. Try to convince him to stream it as well, because I want to see him try to stream that. They're already banned for Cork. He's not. I don't think he's on Twitch at the moment, is he? I was trolling him through Discord. Hey Arson, how you doing today, dude? He's offline on Twitch. Yeah, I'm trolling through Discord. It's a much easier way to troll. What's his call sign? Jet 205, EXS 205. He is, however, seemingly flying offline. So he's not on VATSIM. I'm doing good, Arson. Thank you very much for asking. There we go, that's much more like it. Airspeed, or ground speed is 300 knots. Hey Eddie Boo, how you doing today, dude? And good, thank you very much for asking. We are apparently 52 minutes out from landing now. 51. It's a nice straight shot down to Aerodrome dels Prineus at Alt-Urgel, which is just outside Andorra. It's about 12 kilometers, if memory serves, from Andorra. It's owned by the Catalonian government. Airport reopened. 12 kilometers from Andorra. And it's actually... Oh, it's a public airport. It is a charter airport. Which means that, in theory, you could actually land a 737 there. I don't think you would. When I'm flying a Cirrus Jet SF-50. Which is the Flying Dolphin, has somewhat been described. Because if you take off the giant jet engine on the back, it kind of looks like a dolphin. Oh, it's got a short runway. This could be memes. This is a short runway, I've got no thrust reverser, and I'm flying a jet. I'm slightly concerned by the Pyrenees, which are coming up just over there. Just ahead, you can see them on this map here. So that is doing me a mild concern. But I think at 21,000 feet we should be good at 21,000 feet. In theory. In practice, I don't know. In practice, anything's possible with me flying. Am I currently on VATSIM? No. Cork has actually approach, departure, and tower online. Cork is a busy airport tonight. I'm guessing there's some sort of an exam going on there. Or training. When you see approach and tower online in Cork. Just realised I left my landing lights on. They should have been turned off at 10,000. is that, Edibu, is that Squawk Mode Charlie? Because if it is, he is currently at Dublin Airport today. He's controlling Dublin airspace. Hello, Farmer Man. He's doing, is it Dublin Approach? That's not Fat Spy. That's Fat Spy. Yeah, he's doing Dublin Approach. And Atis. That's him? Yep. Yeah, was it a week or so ago I got Hayden to hop on when he was controlling Cork. No, it wasn't even Cork, it was Waterford. And Hayden decided to do some circuits in a 747. Was it Cork was the 747? Or was it Waterford? I can't remember which one. Hayden did some circuits in a plane that you would definitely not bring to an Irish airport, though. We are about 45 minutes out from landing now, so about, I'm gonna say about 30 minutes out from descent. Possibly a bit longer out from descent. The next two legs after this are going to be quite lengthy. They're probably actually going to be about as long as this leg. Because from Andorra we're going to Madrid, and from Madrid we're going to Lisbon in Portugal. And then from Lisbon we're going down, I think, to Casablanca is the plan. Just want to double check this. We're not going to Casablanca, we're going to Rabat, because that's the capital of Morocco, so... The next stream on Friday is probably just going to be the Andorra, Spain, Spain-Portugal legs. And then Portugal to Rabat is probably going to be a stream in itself. Potentially if I do it in a prop. From Rabat we're going to Gibraltar and then doing a quite long journey to Algiers. Then Tunis and then Malta, because that's where I could fit Malta in. And yeah, there is one leg here between Tripoli and... is that actually called N'Djamena? Yeah. Between Tripoli and N'Djamena is almost certainly going to be one stream in itself. Because the Tripoli... the Libya-Chad route is 2,500 kilometers. This flight we're doing right now is 715. So we're going to be in one of our big boy jets for that. And when I say big boy jets, I mean probably a Gulfstream. Now you should go to airspaces people are controlling. VAT spy. And knowing who is who, basically. Somebody is trolling in a Cessna on Iveo. They're flying from Palma, which is a really busy international airport, to Barcelona, which is a really busy international airport. In a Cessna 172. Oh, I love that guy. He is mental and probably irritating everybody. Kinda wish I was on VATSIM so that everybody would have to be redirected around Barcelona while he's on final. Yeah, could you like stop the plane in midair, please? We got a Cessna on final and you are not going to be able to go slow enough. VATSIM's quite busy tonight. Like, you have... If you're doing a flight from London to... Oh god, even as far over as Minsk, you get full ATC tonight. In fact, you could go from Dublin to Minsk and get full ATC pretty much. That is insane. Is there some sort of event going on? Hey, Henry. Is there some sort of event going on in Northern Europe that I'm not aware of? Because Northern Europe is just lit up right now on VATSIM. You use VATtastic. I prefer VATSpy. Okay. So at this point I want to really... Forgot to load a flight plan into this, didn't I? Yes. LFPO. LESU. Whatever. Actually matter too much because I just want 125. 122-025, please.
Lima, Echo, Sierra, Uniform, Airport Information, Uniform 1922, Zulu, Weather, Wind 197 at 4, Visibility 10,000, Sky Condition, Few Clouds at 4,000, Temperature 112.3, QNH 1030, Advise on initial contact, you have information, Uniform. Lima, Echo, okay. Sierra, Uniform, Airport Information, Uniform 1922, Zulu, Weather, Wind 197 at 4, Visibility 10,000, Sky Condition, Few Clouds at 4,000, Temperature 112.3, QNH 1030, Advise on initial contact, you have information, Uniform. Lima, Echo, Sierra, Uniform, Airport Information, Uniform 1922, Zulu, Weather, Wind 197 at 4, Visibility 10,000.
Okay, so we're landing on runway 21. Which is a 4,000 foot runway. It's just over a kilometer. That is, it should be more than enough space to stop this, but always going to be a bit concerning. We're 98 miles out. We're 21,000 feet, which means we need 63, we'll say 66 miles to come down. I'm gonna descend to 10,000. What's the airport elevation? It wants to tell me 2,600. Yeah, so if I were to come down to 10,000, even like 13,000, 14,000. Do flight level change. at 213 knots. And we'll pull back the throttle a bit. Hey Fenton. Landy's already finished the stream. I'm still going. Better than Landy confirmed. That's quite beautiful weather out there. Like, it's a bit cloudy there, but the weather in general is quite good. There's a soul light down there. There's a lighthouse of some description. Or an airport. More than likely an airport, actually. We got, what, 68 knot tailwinds? Nothing says I am flying really well today. I'm having quite good luck with weather, like a 68 knot tailwind. I now need to do a bit of research real quick. Okay, so runway 21 is actually runway 22 now, and it is heading 220Z. We've got no nav aids nearby. 1.3 kilometers long, 30 meters wide. How long left in this flight? About half an hour. Just under 40 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll just change time slightly to just get a bit more of an interesting I changed time too much. There we go. Interesting. A bit more of an interesting sky. Yeah, we got Project Fly is saying 37 minutes. It's probably closer to 45. Allowing for descent and speed reductions. Traff would hate this plane because it doesn't have an auto throttle. Traff hates any planes that don't automate everything for him. It's hilarious. Like, one of the reasons he hates the Dash 8, there's no auto throttle. It's like, dude, come on, you can do throttle management, surely. How's flight going today? It's going pretty well. First flight of the day from Luxembourg to Paris was a bit... It started off badly. We had some icing conditions, some really quite bad icing conditions, and had a TLOC. There's auto throttle on the dash 8. What am I thinking? Oh, there's no VNAV, is there? Is it VNAV that he hates not being there on the dash 8? Then there's something missing that he gets really angry about. Other than jet engines. But, yeah, after coming out of Luxembourg, well, there's a bit of a storm in Luxembourg when we were leaving, and it's also a bit cold, so we did have some problems with ice developing on the plane. And that caused a slight loss of control for a few minutes. I recovered that though, and we made it to Orly fine. Although the GPS started acting up and took us off in a weird direction. We took off from Orly and we're now heading down to Andorra. Hey Adam. And I should mention as well to those of you that are just joining or have joined recently that there is extra latency than the usual, because I'm using a different method of streaming on YouTube itself. I'm using a new dashboard and I forgot to set up ultra low latency like I usually have, so there's a bit of questionability going on there, and I apologize for that. Do planes avoid storms at all costs, or do they go through them sometimes? It depends on the nature of the storm, basically. It depends on... And Hayden can correct me here. It depends on the density of the clouds. So there could be a storm with thunder and lightning, but the clouds might not be all that dense, so you don't get too much turbulence. It's when there's extreme turbulence is when there's issues with controllability of the plane, and that's when you'll see planes taking the 50-mile... it's a 50-mile exclusion zone around storms usually. Yeah, some have no choice. Like if you're descending through a storm, it's dangerous but doable. If your cruising altitude is directly through the middle of a storm, and there is a way you can kind of alter your flight plans by 50 odd miles, you can do that too. And some flights the storms are low enough and the cumulonimbus are low enough that you can just kind of fly over them. Hey MJ, by the way. We are after leveling out, so I need to get the throttle back in. Our ground speed currently is 263 knots, which is quite nice. That is, if I get calculator up, 263 times that. No, 263 times that. 300 miles per hour. Along the ground we're currently going. There was a hare just in front of my... it's a grey hare. It says trash in real life. It's a really good plane in real life. I'm doing good today, MJ. How are you? Dash 8 is a really good plane in real life. It just has issues landing occasionally. I sent him a documentary. I actually sent him a documentary on the Dash 8. And he couldn't. He was genuinely surprised by how well designed it was. And I'm streaming till until we park up in Andorra. So probably probably come out to close till 9, which isn't a big deal. I've got tomorrow's video rendered already. I just need to upload it. So I'm not putting myself out. What plane are we flying today? We are flying the Cirrus Jet SF-50. Little dolphin-looking thing. Just kind of dolphins along, making dolphin-y noises. It is a pretty plane. We're flying it in red because I like the red one. Earlier on this flight, by the way, we were just at the max landing weight, so we are after burning down... ooh, goodness. 200 pounds of fuel? Close on 400? Our fuel burn is currently... fuel flow 109.3 gallons an hour. Was the traffic I used to annoy? Yes, still do. Just gonna pull back the throttle a small bit. Traf incoming, oh god. This is going to ruin the LESU memes. Traf is going to ruin the LESU memes. I've just realised the 98 nautical miles was from this waypoint here. So what I've done is I've just slowed us down pointlessly. Let's go back up to 20,000. Flight level change, let's say 200 knots just to get some good climb going. I need to change the coil on this. Still, call it 140 miles away. 140 nautical miles. It's 1.15. No. 1.15. 161 statute miles. Because I can, Aiden. Because I can. We've burned about a quarter fuel load here as well. Hey Hayden, have a look at the plan. Do you think, it's quite good indeed. I'm quite enjoying this Cirrus jet. I was using the G2, but that had some wonkiness going on. Hayden, have a look at the plan between Libya and Chad. I'm thinking that's going to be a single stream in, probably the Gulf Stream. Just because that's 2,500 kilometers, and I think the Gulf Stream is the only one of the few GAs that I have that actually has that range. Like in theory, the C-47 could do it, but that's looking at about a 10-hour flight minimum. Like it's 2,300 Ks, that leg. 2,318 kilometers, which is outside the range of most of my GA craft. And the same between what countries are these? Mali and Western Africa. That's 1,700 Ks, so that's probably also going to be like a Gulf Stream leg. And Hong Kong and Macau is going to be a meme leg. That is hilarious. Like right on top of each other. Do you like PewDiePie? Can't stand him. Horrific character. Felix Kjellberg, from what I've heard, nice guy. PewDiePie, terrible character. What countries? It's the Libya-Mali leg. The one that basically just flies over the Sahara. Sorry, Libya-Chad and Mali-Western Sahara. They're both going to be like in a Gulf Stream or something. And also like Macau up to Mongolia. I need to repair the Hawaii area leg as well to your plans, because that is a much better plan. I presume this little green circle is indicating how far I can actually glide. Because that's hardly like the rest of this fuel tank. Because I came from here to here on a quarter tank. Why? Just why? Why what? But I trust an American, to be fair, to do the American legs a bit better than I would. Like, the real spanner in the works for the American legs is Canada. Because I'll have to be dipping up and down out of Canada constantly. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, you can hit like and subscribe and stuff. Shill complete. Generic YouTuber shill complete. If I'm not careful, we get into a high-speed stall here. Also, why is the plane insisting on climbing still? We're 300 above where we should be. November 757 Alpha Fox on Honolulu, Sacramento. Why November 757 Alpha Fox? Okay, so can I set an active VNav profile here? No, it's not giving me the cursor. 757 BBJ. Oh my god. Right. Vertical speed. What we're gonna do is quite slow descent to 1,000. That was odd. We're 700 feet per minute. We'll just pull back the throttle a small bit. And I want to go down to 4,000 should be good. Or maybe not due to this. Train traffic. Slightly concerned by the height of these mountains. It looks like there's a pathway through here and another one through here if needs be. But I'm gonna make it daytime just so that I can get a good view on any mountains that happen. The last thing I want to do is end this flight by, you know, face planting into a mountain. I think this is gonna be a thing when there's mountainous airports like Andorra. Is I'm just going to make it daytime so that I can see what the hell's going on. Especially with the Pyrenees being just over there. You've noticed the route to me. That's fine, Hayden. I won't be doing any routing until later tonight anyway, so not a big deal. Where am I? We're over the south of France. That looks like Bordeaux. just heading towards the Pyrenees, which is where I'm getting concerned now, because there are quite tall mountains up ahead, and I think the minimum safe is 12,000. I may have to actually overrun the airport and do a spiral descent of some description. Or do some sort of funky descent, because the mountains, I think, are 12,000 feet. Maps. Oh, good! Runway 21 is basically a suicide dive. I'm just looking at it now on Google Maps. Runway 21 is a suicide dive down a mountain. This is going to get very interesting very quickly. Avitab tablet. I want maps. No, FBO was Toulouse. So, where we're going to be landing is... you can see why I'm nervous now. This is the airport. And these are the Pyrenees. So I am, I think, right to be concerned. There is definitely a pathway around the Pyrenees via this roadway here. And it looks like I might be able to weave my way through here as well a bit. Send me PM of edits. Sweet, I'll have a look at that later. Yep. There we go. So we're coming into what I would now consider the danger zone. And... oh god! That cloud refresh couldn't have come at a worse time. That's just scared me more. Okay. Sit rep. I'm terrified. That's Andorra, by the way. We'll actually be directly overflying Andorra, which is fine. You forgot to add Avalon and Telluride. They're not state capitals! Hayden, I'm not going to, like, every airport you want me to go to. Telluride isn't a state capital. The only reason I'm stopping at Oshkosh is because it's Oshkosh. And, like, in an ideal world, I would actually stop at Oshkosh around the time of AirVenture. VetSim in the UK has gone mad. Yeah, it's that time of night where people are all finished work, so... holy cow, the UK's full, yeah. And Spanish Control's gone offline. But the entirety of Northern Europe is online. That's a lot of planes. This cloud layer is very concerning. Because with it, I can't see where I'm going. I'm tempted to dive and find this road going by Pamiers and follow that VFR. Telluride is the highest airport in the States. Yeah, but I'm not going to go to... I'm not going to every airport you want me to, Hayden. If I did, this bloody tour would never end. I need to have, like, a limit on where I go. And Oshkosh is one of those airports that I'm fine adding in. Same with Gibraltar. Hell, I'm already going to Antarctica, which I don't really need to do because it's not technically a country. It's just because it was within range of, I'm still not sure I'll fly to Antarctica, but I'll fly something. That's a problem for probably next year. This is where things are getting very dodgy, because I know there's mountains here. I can see them on the map here, I can see them on the map here. I just don't know where they are here. There's an ATC in the middle of the ocean in India to... There's no ATC on the east of India on the ocean. There's a plane of some description. There's a cargo looks 748. There's no ATC. Unless you mean Bombay Tower. Hey CD. You join us at a stressful time. Because I am currently flying directly at the Pyrenees, with clouds covering the mountains themselves. And I'm descending. The last thing I want here is controlled flight into terrain. North of the cargo loops? There's no ATC online anywhere between Bombay and that looks like Melbourne. Yeah, there's no ATC online anywhere between Bombay and Melbourne. So, we're good on routing. We are on course. At least in the horizontal plane. In the vertical plane, we might be dangerously low. Is that a mountain right there, or just a scary shape in the clouds? There's the mountains, just looming at us through the clouds. Oh god, there's the mountains. Oh, okay. Hold altitude. Okay, this is as low as I'm willing to go for now. I'm gonna let some speed bleed off. Oh god, these are the low mountains. There's higher ones coming up that we're gonna be flying directly over. That looks to be at the same level as this plane. How pretty is this, though? Like, how pretty is that? Just the mountains emerging from behind a cloud and... like, extremely deadly, but very pretty. I know, Telluride, Hayden. Stall the plane. That's actually my plan for landing, by the way. Is I'm going to bring it down to a near stall because it's a quite short runway and try and stall it as gently as I can onto the runway. Okay, that was... we've actually just flown over the higher bit for now, but there is an even higher bit that we're going to have to crest first. And I think that's where the airport actually is. So I might... I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what to do. If needs be, I can divert to Girona or Perpignan. I don't want to do that. I want to land in Andorra at Le Sudergel. But there's a hole in the terrain there. Oh, that's a lake! These mountains are getting unnervingly close to the bottom of the plane, by the way. Like, how bad is it from outside? It doesn't actually look as bad from outside. He says... like, how pretty is this? It looks like we're gonna make it through the mountains. This is the sketchiest landing so far. This is sketchier than the accidental short field 737 landing. Right, where are we in terms of the airport? Because this is all the nav aids that I have, is this map. Okay, so we need to come over the incredibly high mountain there. Holy cow. It looks like we're actually coming over the worst of it now. That is very pretty. Am I flying using autopilot? I'm using autopilot and it's just directing me directly towards the airport, but I am going to have to take control at some point soon to actually navigate to the airport itself. Because I need to, at some point, turn to the left and then bring it... no, is that correct? So I'm flying down about here, turn to the left, will be bringing me out this way to the right. Do you know what? I might be on roughly a good course already. What's my heading? 197. We're just gonna have to go slightly to the right. It's looking like we're over the worst of the mountains. Yes, I say that and then that. We are actually technically in Andorra now. It's just that Andorra is actually just a mountaintop. It was an abbey back hundreds of years ago. I think it might still be, but Andorra used to be a monastery or an abbey of some description. I'll be quite honest, if this is the sketchiest landing on the entire tour, I'll be quite happy. Yes, I remember the 90% throttle thing. I might 100%. I might firewall the throttle after landing at some point, just to intentionally explode the engines. Is it N1 or N2? I'm presuming it's N1. I need to worry about exceeding 90%. Right, we need to start descending. Yeah, we really do. Holy cow. Okay, this is going to be extremely sketchy. This is going to be mega sketch. Vertical speed. Vertical speed, and we're just gonna drop out of the sky. Down to 4,500. Okay. I now have control. And I have some vague idea of what I'm doing. Because I do need to go slightly to the left here. I want to do a couple of S-turns just to give this plane the maximum amount of descending possible. Do I know how to stall the plane? Yes. Everybody knows how to stall a plane, it's just let the airspeed get way too low. Okay. Where's the field? Field is in sight, and we are way too high for this. I may have to go around. This is a really bad scenarios. I've left the vertical side of this landing get away from me. We might need to go around here. Going around. In fact, we're gonna do descending go around. As stupid as that sounds. Actually, I don't need to go around if I... Dave's Dumb Ideas 101, now an X-Plane. This is in no way the correct way to land a plane. We're now actually under some of the mountaintops. You can see the terrain radar is lighting up on the right-hand display. We're low enough the plane is complaining about the gear not being out, so let's bring that out for some extra drag. Where's the field? Where's the damn airfield? There it is, and we are looking like we're at a much healthier kind of altitude. This is a much healthier altitude. Let's get flaps full out. More drag. CD, according to Hayden, the plane was just loaded wrong. The Ethiopian. Okay. We luckily have full headwind here. Bit of a hard landing, but I'll take it. Whew. That wasn't sketchy. Out of curiosity, if I set it to real time now, does the airport have lights? I'm really glad that I decided to land during the day. Holy crap, I wouldn't have been able to see this airport at all. Look at the terrain radar. Terrain radar is just like, yeah, you're dead. You're already dead. As arguably bad as that landing was, I will take it because that was one of the sketchiest approaches I have ever done and will probably ever do. In real life, you wouldn't do that. You would be basically killed by ATC if you tried doing that. The official landing rate from Project Fly is 208 feet per minute. Yeah, in real life pilots can turn on runway lights, but that assumes that the runway lights are there in the first place. I don't know if this airport has lights. So there we go. Some way, somehow, we've landed in Andorra. In what I hope will be the sketchiest landing of this entire tour, because I never again want to try and land here in a bloody jet on the runway 21. Like, if I was taking off today, that'd be a lovely takeoff, because it'd just be, like, out and through the valley as we ascend. Whereas in this direction, it's like, we're just gonna fly into a mountain. Oh, dear. But that is gonna do it for today. I'll be back with more Flight Sim on Friday. Until then, stay safe, and goodbye.